Dear students, welcome to our class on water management in ancient India. Before we go into our class, actually, a quote to inspire you. Whenever you are in difficulties, think that God wants you to win. Once again, whenever you are in difficulty, think that God wants you to win. Go. Let's go straight to class. Now, water management in ancient India. Successful farming requires careful planning for all farming activities, including water resources. For successful agriculture, we need to have water management. Why? The people of ancient India know that rain was the only source of replenishing water in rivers to provide clean and safe drinking water for them and their domestic animals. They also knew that water was essential for growing food grains from soil and green patches for their cattle. Okay. They also knew that rains last for 4 months of the year, starting after the sun starts moving southwards. That is Dakshinayana. We call it as Dakshinayana, 22nd June. Okay. So these are the basic things, ancient and prehistoric methods of harvesting and storing water. Now, so let us see what are the ancient and prehistoric methods of harvesting and storing. Please, once again, I would like to impress upon you very simple thing that ancient period, medieval period, and modern period. Okay, now we are discussing what ancient and just prehistoric methods of water harvesting of and also storing of water. Now, so due to variation in the quantum of rainfall, it was required to store rainwater for better and subsequent use. Okay. Now, collecting and storing surplus water during the rainy season and using it during the lean season. Lean season means when there are no rains, seems to be an important strategy that our farmers have used through ages. Whenever rains are there, there was no problem. However, whenever the rains have not occurred, a lean season, they tried to understand where, how we can store the water. The practice of storing water is called harvesting of water or water harvesting. Although the term water harvesting is of recent origin, the practice is at least 4,000 years old in India. In Rigveda, Kacha and Pakka. Kacha means temporary. Pakka wells were also mentioned and structure for the water was also mentioned. Much emphasis was given to explore alternative methods of irrigation, which included construction of water reservoirs, etc., etc., etc. Kashyapa in his treatise, Kashyapiya Krishi Sukti, Kashyapa in his treatise, Kashyapiya Krishi Sukti gave certain details for construction of water reservoirs. What are those? The reservoir should be constructed deep and round. The level of the ground and direction should be considered. Strong and safe steps should be considered for approaching water. These should be equipped with inlets of water. While constructing water reservoir on ground level, it must be ensured that the ground is firm. Safety measures like providing latches should be taken to ward off floods. These should be regularly examined in the rainy season for any sort of problems that may occur because of excess flow of water. Certain other things he mentioned, who uh, Kashyapa in his Kashyapiya Krishi Susti, he mentioned wonderful things, very, 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 very great things. What are all the other things he mentioned? Nimba or Neem, okay, Kadamba, okay, and such other trees should be planted in the vicinity to ensure purity of water. To ensure the purity of water by nature, okay, Nimba and Neem trees or Kadamba, they were suggested by Kashyapa. What wonderful science they have in there. Apart from construction of big water reservoirs, Kashyapa also gave instructions regarding the digging of wells. Of course, in order to explore the presence of groundwater, even now also we know it, not only the flora, fauna, soil texture, color, etc. The plant, certain plants, have some sort of indicators for groundwater. They are Palasa, Kasha, Munja, Bhivitaka. Okay, these are all the have known to know the groundwater where it is available, so that they can dig enough uh, depth so that they get the water for not only drinking but also for his animals or also for the crops. That one. Now slowly we will go to ancient and prehistoric structures for harvesting and storing water. Prehistoric structures. Ancient means 10,000 BC to 12,000 years, approximately 12,000 years to AD beginning. So the structures are Tanka. What is Tanka? Harvesting of rainwater in Tanka has been one of the ancient and relatively hygienic methods of water storage, and has been in the okay. It is a source of drinking water in the desert areas. Tanka was constructed on the farm, in houses, in palatial buildings, very very big buildings, etc. In forts of the kings and houses, it was constructed mainly for harvesting roof water. Nowadays, we are also suggesting roof water harvesting. What is it? It was there in the name of Tanka earlier. A 2-meter diameter and a 3-meter deep tanka has a capacity to store 10,000 liters of water, and was common on the farms. For what? On the farms. For drinking water by the farmer. For drinking water by animals. To supply little water whenever it is essential for some trees or some domesticated, you can say, plantations, one or two, three. So during the summer months, so they used to do it. Talai, similar to Tanka, the Talai was also one of the oldest methods of harvesting the rainwater. Of course, to make use of the stored water, this is done. It was about 2 to 3 meters deep. Of course, by scooping out the soil like that of Tanka. In emergencies, the water is poured, and of course, it is carried from camel, donkeys, and bullock carts as well into Salai. Then next one is the Nada. Nada was a common reservoir for storing rainwater in the villages, especially in Thar Desert. Nada was constructed on rangeland, barren land, or pasture land in low-lying area between hillocks. Okay, a bit may come possibly. Okay, this may come as a bit. What is that? Low-lying area between hillocks. Okay, what is it? Dash was constructed in Nada for what? Though this catchment area is 5 to 10 hectares, provides a short-term storage of rainwater, mainly for the animals. For the animals to arrange the water for the drinking, So nada are used, low-lying area between hillocks. These are built. Khadin. Khadin was an ancient indigenous rainwater harvesting method, mainly found in, again, arid regions. The accumulation of runoff water between hillocks is called khadin. Okay, the khadin water was generally used for cultivation under the preserved moisture conditions and for animal consumption. Of course, useful for cultivation of crops, at least, okay, minimum 60 to 70 hectares area. So these are usually done. Nadi constructed on slopey area, and high embankment is provided as compared to Nada. Adequate cleanliness is maintained in the watershed to maintain purity of stored water. Of course, the catchment area is 10 to 150 hectares. Okay, so the depth is 6 to 8 meters. So this is what we call it as Nada. Simply, what we tried to understand in this class are ancient and prehistoric methods of first water harvesting, then storing. Now, we just, as far as storing is concerned, we tried to understand Nada, sorry, Tanka, Salai, Nada, Khadin, Nadi. Of course, in certain books you will find Sar, Sagar, Samand also. I am not denying that you should not write. You also try to learn from other sources as far as our ancient and prehistoric structures for harvesting and storing. In several books, I had referred more than 50 to 100 as well in different parts of the country. I was fortunate to review one of a paper in which storage structures mentioning more than 100 like this. But this is a basic course. I mentioned just 5. You can add Sar, Sagar, Sam. Okay, that one also I told, just for you to understand. Now let's go straight into invention of irrigation. Very simple. Around 3000 BC, the farmers impounded rainwater by using stone rubble dams for irrigation. Of course, several structures were have been found in several parts of Gujarat. Okay, evidence was also available in the invention of. What is the invention? During the 4th century BC, the irrigation canals were constructed by kings of Nanda dynasty. In the period of Chandragupta Maurya also, emphasis was given to irrigation system by constructing dams and lakes. In 2nd century BC, okay, some inscriptions showed the description of a major tank in Kalinga. Of course, now we call it as our modern Orissa. In Tamil Nadu, king Karikalan construct a stone dam across Kaveri river around 10,000 AD. This dam is considered as the masterpiece of engineering even today. Even today, the river water was directed to tanks for irrigation through uh, canals or channels. Now, in ancient India, the tank irrigation existed. During the medieval period also, 12th century, for example, Anasagar Lake at Ajmer, Ghadsisar Reservoir Lake built, of course, in 1367 AD. Why we have mentioned these things are to understand our ancient prehistoric methods of harvesting and storing of water. What is the importance of water in the plants? Approximately 85 to 90%, sometimes in certain plants water is there. In animals, what farmers use it for, they domesticated the animals for several purposes, as I mentioned in our earlier classes. They need water. Farmers themselves water for drinking. So there were some prehistoric structures, not only to harvest the water but also to store the water. It is our minimum responsibility to know what our ancestors did. That's why we try to understand the ancient and prehistoric structures for harvesting and storing water, which includes Tanka, Talai, Nada, Kadim, Nadi. I have not mentioned Sar, Sagar, Saman, but like this minimum, and minimum 100, I have an opportunity to review in a paper written by wonderful scientists, international scientists. I had reviewed for a journal. So of them, only 5 I picked up, only to enlighten you. Thanking you very much. May God bless you for your preparation. Before I just say a formal thank once again, the quote of our class today, what is it? Whenever you are in difficulty, think that God wants you to win. God never wants you to defeat. Whenever you are in difficulty, think that God wants you to win. W-I-N, win. Thanking you very much. May God bless you.